All right, let's get to it. We're going to start with our feet just a little bit wider than shoulder width apart for our mobility, and hands on hips. And we're just going to take our hips all the way around. Okay, just creating a nice circle in all directions, leaning back, side, forward, side, hips, shoulders are going in the opposite directions of your hips, all the way around. Love this one. All right, and then we're going to switch directions. Switch that out, turn it around. Turn the beat around. Watch me get sued for copyright infringement just for singing all the songs that come into my head. All right, we're gonna keep those hula hoops going, and then we're just gonna go from one side, and then we're gonna go to the other side. So hips go opposite direction as shoulders. Hips opposite side direction as shoulders. Hips, push it out. Ooh, push it out. Push it out. Where are you feeling this? Always getting into your body, feeling what's going on within your body. Let's do for back and forth. I'm going to go sideways. I'm going to go back, push, 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 and forward. Lean, lean, lean. Back and forward. Awesome. Okay. Elbows back. And you're going to, feet are hip distance apart, so right underneath. You're going to bend your knees forward first, as far as you can go. We're testing an ankle mobility, keeping your heels on the ground. You're going to push your hips forward and support your back with your hands and lean as far back as you can go. And then you're going to come back up. Okay? That's it. That's your assessment. You want to feel how that looks. I would, if you can, take a pause and take a picture of you doing that movement, or take a video of you doing that movement. I like videos more than pictures. You can always take a picture from your video. So let's get into our alternating twists. So we're going to come wide, nice and comfortable position. You don't feel like you're going to fall over at any point. Hands out to the side, and we're just going to twist. Hands out to the side, twist. Side to side. Feeling that movement throughout our spine. I like the wide leg because then it focuses the energy in our abdomen. Less about our hips, more about our abdominals moving and opening up. I feel this in my lower back a little bit more than when our feet are closer together. From here, we're going to add on. So, slowing it down, you're going to take your right hand and bring it down towards your left foot. Okay? Reaching to wherever you can get to, reaching towards your ankle, your toe, your shin, your knee, wherever you can get to comfortably. Legs stay straight the whole time. Alternating, touch side to side. Reach. Reaching through, up and down. Awesome. Breathing through it. Awesome. Give me a couple more here. And finish. Awesome. Okay, let's go into our next move. For our next move, we're going to go into a windmill reach. Okay, to set up for our windmill reach, we're going to take one foot out to the side. Let's take our left foot out to the side, and then let's take our right foot is going to come straight towards us. Okay, we're going to make this a little bit more intentional by taking our left foot a little more forward so that we can pop that hip back. Okay, so in this, we're popping our right hip back, You know, when you put your hand on your hip and then you put a nice little lean into it. So here's our first hinge. Okay, we're hinging at the hip right here. We're gonna go into our windmill. So in our windmill, we're gonna take our hands together and bring them and reach to opposite ends. So I'm gonna reach all the way down towards my left hand towards my left foot, my right hand towards the ceiling. And then we're gonna come back together. All right, left hand towards the foot, right hand towards the ceiling, keeping your eyes on that right hand. Okay. Left hand towards the foot, right hand towards the ceiling. One more time, left hand towards the foot, right hand towards the ceiling. Awesome, lovely. Let's do the other side. We're gonna twist it over. I'm gonna pull my pants up and we're gonna reset. Right foot, left foot is pointing forward, right foot is pointing out towards the side, and then we're gonna pop that left hip out, create that hinge in that right hip, okay? From here, hands together, reach that right hand to the foot, left hand to the ceiling, eyes on the left hand, and come up. I'm gonna adjust my positioning, felt a little weird, change it up. Right hand towards the floor, left hand towards the ceiling. Nice and controlled. Right hand towards the floor, left hand towards the ceiling. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Right hand towards the floor, left hand towards the ceiling. And let's do one last one here. Right one towards the floor, left hand towards the ceiling. Lovely, beautiful. And then let's feel those hips out one more time. Get that hula hoop. Feet are already in position, nice and wide. Ooh, that feels so much smoother. And switch directions. Oh, I love it. Love it when you feel that instant difference. Beautiful. And then let's reassess our back bend. See if that helped just a little bit. Okay, so feet hip distance apart, hands on the base of your back, and you're going to let your knees come forward and then hips come forward and head and shoulders come back. Beautiful. Lovely. Remember, whenever we do an assessment and a reassessment, try to set up your video camera and record it if you can. All right? This is for you. You don't have to do it. It's not mandatory, but it will help you on your journey as you see yourself getting stronger and moving better. All right? Let's get into some stretches. All right, let's get into some stretches for the hinge. Okay? We're going to start with our glutes. Like I said, we're working the posterior chain, which takes up the back line of your body, all the muscles on the back line of your body. All right, so let's get into glutes first. We're gonna go into two different glute stretches. For the first one, I want you to tuck your left leg in front of you, and then you're gonna take your right leg and you're gonna cross it over your left leg. So then, sitting nice and tall, that foot's down, left foot's down, right foot is crossed over. So then you're just going to hug your right leg towards you or wrapped around the knee with your left arm. Okay? And you're just going to relax into it and take a couple of breaths. So we're working in the glutes all the way up this line. And breathe. Okay, we're going to take our right hand down, keeping that twist, and reach a little bit further. Beautiful. Okay, let's switch over and do the other side. So we're going to bring our right leg down and bring it, it's almost at a 45-degree angle here. And then we're going to cross our left leg over. And then we're going to hug the left knee with the right arm. Okay, so from here, you can hug both to start. Nice deep breath, breathing into it. And then we're going to add a nice little twist, looking over our shoulder. Taking a couple deep breaths. Beautiful. Let's go into our second glute stretch. Okay? Our second glute stretch, we're gonna come hands and knees. Hands and knees. This is not hands and knees. We're gonna come onto our butts, feet flat on the floor, shoulders back and down, okay? We're gonna take our right leg this time, and we're going to, I like to lift my butt up because I find it so much easier to get my leg in there. And we're going to cross that leg over and then slide our butt as close as we can to our left foot, keeping our right knee nice and open. This is a stretch. That's it. I'm hoping you feel this as much as I feel it right now. Nice stretch. You can also do this against a wall or a couch, either leaning your back up against it. It increases the stretch and you can relax a lot more. For today's purposes, we're just gonna keep it like this, right? Cool, awesome. Let's switch sides. I'm gonna stay facing this way. You can see it from the other angle. So I'm going to lift my butt, bring my other foot over. Whew, this one is a little tighter. So we're gonna stay a little further. We're gonna breathe here. Letting that glute just melt just a little bit. Breathe. And done. Awesome. I'm saying done, but I'm liking the stretch, so I'm going to keep talking while staying in the stretch. For our next stretch, we're going to come seated into a wide hamstring stretch. Okay? So, feet are going to be flat. So, in our seated hamstring stretch, we're going to do a couple of moves in this. We're going to keep it very mobile, right? Because we want to keep our hips moving. We get a little strengthen in our hips as we stretch our hamstrings. So in this, we're going to keep this nice and wide to start, and we're just going to reach forward to see wherever we can get to. Okay? Taking a nice deep breath. I want to see if you can try to keep your toes coming directly towards the ceiling. All right. Keep those engaged, heels pressed down into the ground. From here, I'm going to take my left foot and I'm going to bring it all the way to my right foot. Okay, there's your hip movement. And then I'm going to come into a nice stretch. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to come open. This time, I'm going to reach my left hand towards my left foot. If you can only grab your shin, grab your ankle, grab those. And then I'm going to reach my right hand over and reach through. Getting into that side movement. Coming up, I'm going to take my right leg, reach that through to match my left leg. And then we're going to reach forward into that hamstring stretch. Breathe. Opening it back up. We're flowing a little bit. Opening that right leg up. Using those hips. Right hand to right foot. Shin, knee, ankle. Wherever you can reach to. And reaching up and over. Lovely. Let's do one more each side. Bring the left leg over, reach through, take a deep inhale, and exhale. Open that leg up. Left hand reaches out, right hand reaches over. Breathe here. One more deep inhale. And exhale it out. And let's bring that right leg over. Reach through. Deep inhale. And open up. Reach right hand all the way out. Left hand all the way over. And let's bring both straight ahead to neutral and reach all the way through. Yeah, love this one. Beautiful. For our next stretch, we're going to use our bolster. Lovely. I don't know why I made that noise. It made no sense. The things that come out of your mouth, right? So you're going to use your pillow or bolster. If you're using pillows, I would suggest 2 pillows and probably the firmest pillows that you can find. A couch pillow usually works very, very well. You can also use a rolled up yoga mat. Okay, so those are your options. Check your tools, tells you what to do. All right, so in this one, you're going to have your bolster all the way down on the ground, and we're gonna have what I like to call one of my favorite lazy stretches. So right now we're targeting to get the pillow or bolster right into the mid back, okay? So for ladies, that would be your bra line, right? That's where you want the bolster to sit. For fellas, just at the base of your shoulder blades, okay? So feel those bones out. So from here, we're just going to lay down on it to start. Abs are engaged to hold you up while we figure this out. I want your both hands to be behind your head to start, okay? If this is an uncomfortable position for you, you can also put your hands across your chest, okay? So reaching back, and we're just going to relax back, okay? In this relaxation, I want you to focus on your diaphragm. Remember those diaphragm breathing that we practice? We're going to breathe into our diaphragm. So we're going to take a deep inhale, expanding into the ribs, and hold it, and slowly exhale. Deep inhale into the ribs, and slowly release. And then let's think about going deep into the back ribs. So we're gonna go push our breath into the pillow / bolster. So let's take that deep inhale and exhale. One more deep inhale and exhale. Awesome. Slowly come up. We don't want to spend too much time on this. I call this the lazy one. But what it does, because you're in a completely relaxed position, you end up deactivating a lot of muscles, which is good because that's what stretches and releases things. But you're also going to need them because we're about to go into activation. Let's get it. Okay. Let's get into our 90-90s, and then we're going to add on, all right? So we're just gonna go into some hip mobility to start, okay? Yes, we're in activation, but we're still doing mobility in activation. What, Kevin, you're crazy. I know, but you know, it all works together. Trust me, trust the process. All right, so we're gonna go into hip drops, okay? So opposite knee, I want you to focus on controlling, not moving all the way around. Your hands are pressed down into the ground, supporting you. You're keeping your chest nice and high as we rotate through the hips. Okay, all the way from the hip joint, all the way out. Okay, we're gonna hold where your left leg is forward, right leg is back. Okay, from here, we're gonna go into a press. So we're going to twist over our left knee. So both hands are on the other side of our left knee. I'm going to twist a little bit for you. Both hands on the outside of my left knee. Hands are just flat on the ground, sitting nice and tall. And then I'm going to focus on pressing that's not my left, this is my right. Pressing my right knee down into the ground. And we're just going to breathe here. Keep that pressure of pressing that right knee down into the ground. And you're going to sit tall, pressing that knee down, reaching it through. Beautiful. From here, keeping the same position, I want you to think about lifting your right foot, keeping that knee down without moving anything else. Moving, lifting, all through. So we're just activating a couple muscles. Okay? From here, you're going to keep your right foot down on the ground, and we're going to lift our right knee. Lifting up, 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 up. Beautiful. All right, one more. So sitting all the way up, we're going to take our hands down. Look, ma, no hands. We're going to take our right leg without our hands, and we're just going to bring it forward, and then we're going to put it back. We're going to bring it forward, and we're going to bring it back. Okay, forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. One more. Forward and back. Woo! Hey buddy, how you doing? From here, if you're in a good position, you can just rotate your knees over to the other side. Because I want to still face you, I'm gonna readjust myself. All right. I'm going to come back at that angle so you could see all angles for me. So I'm going to take both hands, right leg is forward, left leg is back. Both hands on the outside of my right. It is so much tighter on my left today. Woo! All right. From here, we're going to twist, and then we're going to push our left knee down into the ground. And we're just going to breathe here for a second. So we're creating stretch through contraction, okay? Activating our inside thighs, AKA our adductors, and breathing. All right, let's go into that lift. So left foot is going to lift, left knee stays on the ground, lifting all the way up, okay? Activating now, we're going activation on the outside of that thigh, all the way up to the hip. Okay, using those muscles. And then we're going to keep that foot down, and now we're going to lift that knee. Lift, lift, lift. Awesome. That left knee is lifting. Working the front line here. Yes, I know I said we're focused on the back, we're focused on the posterior line, but they work together. Everything is connected, so we got to work everything. Awesome. From here, we're going to come into our Lakmano hands, and we're going to bring that back leg up and put it back. Extend it forward and bring it back. Okay? The less that you're rotating, the stronger you are. As you can tell, this side is way harder for me. There's a lot more wavering. But it's a work in progress, right? We're always working. There was a time where I couldn't do this. So, progress, ladies and gentlemen. And germs. Remember when we used to say that? And germs. So weird. All All right, one last one here. And back. Awesome. Let's come to the ground. Come to the ground are the words that I would like to say. Hopefully my microphone doesn't get knocked around. So we're going to come to the ground and we're going to go into back extensions. So if you are new to back extensions, you're going to keep your hands straight onto the ground. Okay, you're not going to take them off. If you are a back extension pro, you can keep your arms nice and straight above your head. Okay, but they must go with your ears. If you are intermediate, we're going to keep our hands behind our ears. Okay, I say behind our ears versus behind our head, so we're not putting any extra pressure on our necks. Okay, so choose your position. Hands here. I'm going to do each of them, and we're going to go into holds. So we're going to do a couple of them. So we're going to go into a back extension hold where we lift everything off the ground. If you are a beginner, you're going to push into the ground, lifting your legs and your chest, and you're going to hold here. Okay? Let's go with me. Intermediate, you're going to keep your hands here, straight here if you're advanced. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's hold. We're holding this for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Okay. We're going to do this 2 more times. I'm going to do all different levels for you. Okay. For intermediate level, going to that one next, we're going to put our hands behind our ears. We're going to hold. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Everything lifts up and we're holding. We're squeezing our butt, lower back for 15, 14. Bring those shoulder blades together. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Awesome. We got one more of those. Making sure that that back line is very active, now that we stretched it all out and moved it around, making sure that it's ready to go to support us. All right, let's do going into the advanced. If you'd like to come with me, let's go. Thumbs are going to be facing the ceiling, pointed all the way up. 3, 2, 1. Last lift. Let's hold this for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Whew, I love that one. Beautiful. Let's turn over. Got 2 more and then we reassess. Turning over into our crab position. So coming into our crab, we're going to have our hands either out to the side where our fingertips point out. You can point them down or you can point them back. For me, it doesn't actually matter. I actually prefer either pointing towards you or to the side at a diagonal position. Choose whatever feels most comfortable. Try it out. Okay? Feet are going to be flat on the ground, and we're just going to lift your butt and bring your hips up as high as you can and bring it back down. Okay? Hips up and down. Hips up. You can touch all the way down if you are at level 1. If you want more of a challenge, I'm going to give you one just in a second. All right, give me 2 more like this. Breathing, inhale up, exhale down. Okay, for an extra challenge, all right, if you don't want the challenge, we're just going to keep doing that same one over and over. Okay, this one we're going to do 4 reaches, single arm reaches. So in that single arm reach, you're going to start. My left hand is down. as normal, my right hand comes into my chest. I'm going to come up, reach over, and look down towards my left hand, and then bring it back down. Okay? Switch sides. Right hand stays down, left hand's tucked in, reach up and over, and bring it back down. Okay? One more each side. Reach it up and over, and last one. Twist it out, left up, and reach over. Beautiful. And down. Lovely. Let's get ready for one more move. Okay, so last activation, and then let's go into our reassessment. So we're standing, and we're going to be about hip distance apart. Okay, standing at hip distance apart. I'm going to turn to the side view for you. We're going to come up into a single leg reach. Okay, so we're going to add on a little bit to this. So you're going to come into a single leg reach. This is going to be slow. Okay, if you do this fast, it's not going to mean anything. It's not going to do very much. So we're going to come into a nice and slow reach that foot straight up, and then bring that foot all the way down. Okay, staying on that same, balancing on the right, lifting the left. All the way up. Nice straight body. We're not leaning back. We're not even leaning forward. We're keeping the rest of our body neutral. We're working those hip flexors and those quads through this movement. Strengthening. Okay, give me one more on this side. And down. Awesome. Okay, let's do the right side. Now we got to balance on our left foot. So we're going to bring our right foot all the way up and slowly all the way down. Again, right all the way up and all the way down. If you lose your balance at any time, just reset yourself and keep going. And bring it down, all the way up, and bring it back down. Awesome, okay? I'm gonna add an extra challenge because I know you can handle it. All right, so we're going back to the right side. So this is the easier side for me, so I tend to do it first to get the movement. So we're gonna come all the way up, and then I'm going to bring that foot without touching, and I'm going to bring it all the way through. Okay, let's try that one more time. All the way up. Pass through and land it. Beautiful. Let's try it on the other side. Just doing two. It's just a challenge. Challenge our balance. All the way up, right leg up. Come through, all the way through. And reset. One more time, all the way up. And all the way through. Beautiful. You did it. All right, let's see that reassessment, okay? So remember, pull out your cameras whenever we're doing reassessment. Do a video so you can do a before and after, compare before you start and after, okay? So that reassessment, just to remind you, is we're doing that forward bend, aka touch your toes, reaching. Oh, that feels so good. Probably looks the same, but it feels so much better. The feel is way more important than the looks in a lot of things. Most things, tell you the truth. Very nice. Awesome. If you would like to let me know how you feel after this, make sure you post it on your Instagram, tag me, or you can just email it to the email in your account. All right. So Looking forward to the next one. Thank you everyone for joining us. See you next time.